welcome back again, guys, to another Minecraft episode. This time we're doing a little bit of fishing and stuff. So, hopefully you guys enjoy the episode, having a good day, good night, wherever it is, wherever you are. And let's jump right into the episode. So we start off by getting our frame done for our boat launch, boat dock area. We did all of our pre-landscaping off screen so that we don't have to worry about all that nonsense. I'll get the water in a little bit in advance, that way there it's easier to tell if it needs to be expanded or anything. I decided here that I'm not exactly a fan of the way these look, so I decided to change my design. The wood and stone's better. Modify because my OCD is just not happy with the way it is. Do some readjustment. We've got our boat dock parking spots already. So boats need parking too. Start deciding if I like those stairs or not, and I really just didn't. Starting onto the actual building. Our boat dock. So since none of this has to actually have very much put on it, I'm going to go with the slabs. So now we've got our little entrance and exit to each of the individual boat dock spots. I want to have a little bit of a difference for the flooring, so onto the stairs. I like to try to keep everything as symmetrical as possible, that way it looks more aesthetically pleasing. Also the reason why I like to use these window blocks, or the glass blocks, instead of the glass panes, because then you can actually have a nice window. It shows off the wooden grain and everything behind it. It just looks so much nicer. I chose the stone. I figured it was a really nice touch for something that's supposed to be down by the water. It's fitting. That same sort of thing. I like to try to add as many sort of little details and differences as possible to the building so that it's got definition and everything. When you see a real building, it's never just a flat front. They've always got some form of faceting and such. So here I'm trying to decide if I'm really how I want the entrance to go. Because I've got a specific plan for how I want it laid out, but sometimes it's so tricky to actually get it to work the way you want it to. So with these, you gotta crouch in order to keep placing them side by side like that, but it's all about the angle that you're facing in order to get it actually opening like this. It's such, it can be obnoxious, but it's worth it. Just for fun, I decided to go with 2 different colored types of boats. For entertainment purposes. As you can see though, you can't get them through a gate, so end up swapping out the design again. Just for fun, I like to always try to decorate things up a little bit. So, stairs make an awesome little pretend chair, I guess you could say. So, we decided to go with light oak. Building. Everything was all matchy-matchy. But then you get this conundrum of some things just you put them all in the way you want them. And you get ready to go up and down the stairs. You realize that it's just needs to be readjusted some. Readjust the blocks so that we can actually get through. You'll notice that if it's a table for just looking at and not trying to place anything on, the little carpet bits and the fence posts make a great little table for decorative purposes, but when my entire hope was to put something on it, it wasn't working. Same with the pressure plates. So, yeah, that kind of irritates and ticks you off a little bit, but whatever. So we decided to just readjust, and a slab, depending on where you're placing it, if you look at the top half of the block, you'll place it up higher. Bottom half of the block, it'll place it down lower. Down lower, you can't place certain things on it. It doesn't work. Top half, it'll place like you see here. So, I'm trying to do a little bit more light modification. And then the flower planters only take certain flowers. They're kind of a bit irritating, but it is what it is. So there's our boat dock. So we are going to go for a little adventure. So through here, you have to widen this all out because it's a little tight for the boat. And somehow we managed to pick ourselves up a buddy. So, we got a buddy. Let's take him to town with us. Going on an adventure. So, when we're coming through here one of the next times, we're going to probably be putting in some fence posts, signs and stuff like that. Enderman here. So again, once we got to this location, we decided to do a little bit of landscaping and modification to prepare the land, so to speak, for the building. And so what this town is in desperate need of is a boathouse. Yeah, it needed a place that people can come along with their little boat and they can rest if need be and all that. So we build ourselves a little boathouse. So we start prepping our outline for where the boat's gonna park. Because again, boats need parking too. Got a little spot. We make sure that the blocks are all matching and stuff. We wanted to kind of, we wanted to fit in with town, but we wanted to stand out at the same time. I really like to kind of make it so that, for the most part, with the exception of our own town, things that are built in the other towns stand out, but blend for as much as possible. Train stations are probably the only thing that don't, and that's because, well, it's a corporation. Like McDonald's. They all look the same. It's the same thing. I try to make a little bit more design. Have fun with it. Figuring out exactly our water situation. Parking space already. Park the boat. Got the perfect little walkable entrance for in the water and stuff. But and same thing. We've got to make it a little bit more comfortable for any guests that are going to be staying. So we try to line everything up so that it's comfy for the wayward traveler. So we just build it up. To mess around with our roof a little bit. A few minutes. And then we debate for a few minutes on if we really like the way that we're adding our little decorative pieces and stuff like that. Sure how we want the roof, but we know we want it a certain way. So we're gonna work with that for a few minutes repeatedly. Not enough lighting that nothing's gonna spawn in here. And again, we add a little bit of furniture and such so that, again, the traveler needs to be comfortable. If you're gonna be traveling, it's nice if the hotel has a nice comfortable spot. Try figuring out if there's any possible way we can fit in a little table or anything, but there's not, and so we don't. And same thing, try thinking about maybe doing a campfire, but it's like, yeah, probably not such a good idea because, you know, it's really smoky. And it doesn't take long for us to have a traveler who's already ready and waiting to go on some travels. We recognize him as our traveling companion from the beginning of the episode. Yeah. See? He's ready. He's waiting. So, I'm ready. He doesn't realize though, I'm not ready. I'm busy. See, I love the sunflowers, but at the same time, the only big downside with them is they actually legitimately face the sun. So, they can look really awesome out in the open. Facing a house, you'll come back in halfway through the day, all of a sudden the flower's just like facing the house. And, well, that sucks. So, like the rest of the buildings in town, you have to have a chimney. And so, what we decide from here that we're going to do is expand out some more of our system, our train system. So we find our next nearest town. Each one of these towns is on the map, but trying to find them, it can be a real pain in the butt. So we spend that long traveling and traveling. And then in the last episode we showed how to use this. This is our structure block. And the damn tragedy with things is I'm still a complete noob. So yeah, the thing ends up in backwards and we have to modify our door and just, oh, it's bullshit. After we spent so much time landscaping that spot to be flat and perfect for it, it sunk in, it went bullshit. So, that was it. So, from there, we get started on our train station, and we get our train station done, we get our train tracks going. So we spend about 10 minutes on that particular spot because we keep going in and out with everything just being a big pain. And so we modify all through here to be our train tunnel where it'll actually fit. So, as you see, we're going all the way through and up and over and everything. So there's so much landscaping that ends up going into this entire spot. This entire place gets modified as you will see in just a moment. We're going way over there. So, we do our landscaping. All that's done. Like magic. Poof! Then we get all the way through here, all dealt with. And then we start going down. We're going down that way. So, we back it on up and we do all of this going downward to a certain point, and then same thing, we have to modify going out because we want to go in a different direction. So, we do all of that, just like that. And then we're back down the hill. And we're going to just go all the way through that little valley, all the way over there. So, we go back to the train station and we start working on what we're going to later on be calling the red line. Yeah. Because along with the map system, there's going to be a couple of other different types of systems that we have in place for the train station, but it'll be more easily done once we've got the multiple stations all built, because then we'll know what lines connect to what cities and everything. Because from the original train station, all of that will have its, you know, if it's color coded, it'll all have their original colors. But then from each individual station from there, it's going to be different colors for different lines going in and out. So, it's going to be a fun setup. So, same through here, we have a bunch of landscaping that we end up doing to accomplish getting everything all lined up the way we want it. So, we match up our train lines, and then we do all of our landscaping and track laying. I always like to lay my train tracks originally so that while you can go through spots like this and you know, hey, yeah, I'm probably going to need some speed rails, you run them first, right? You see exactly which spots you feel you need them. Something like this particular spot going uphill, yeah, I'm just going to need almost all of it. Like, going down's not going to be the problem, it's the going back up that's totally going to be a big pain, and you're going to start stalling out if you don't have those those speed rails. So, powered rails. I will call them the wrong thing, so don't look to me for what it's actually called. You'll get the wrong answer. I look at them as like the little mushroom things on Mario. Give me speed boost. So after that we go through and we power them. Because they need power, or they're unempowered power rails. It's like when power's out. Sure, you technically have power, it's just not working. Hey, kitty. So we just run along our entire little track and power all of our rails. Like you do. But same thing, I like to have them out there, they're hidden, they're out of the way, you can't see them. It's more, it's all about how it looks to me. Like that tunnel. The tunnel looks a little dark, that entrance looks a little lame. At some point we'll probably end up modifying a lot of these tunnels so that they're actually a little bit more attractive, we'll call them. That's what we'll call them. But for right now, the tunnels are just, they're for real underground tunnels. Old school underground tunnels. there's just so much more power that needs to go in. So that's what we do. And we saw the Enderman just like popping all over the place, being random. He's from the Union. Works for the train company. He's making sure that he's there like a foreman. Making sure things get done properly. See, I like to dual purpose the support beams and stuff as a way to be able to hide the power supply for the powered rails and stuff like that. It's convenient. Of course, gotta make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Because, well, it has to be. The same thing, after we do our powered rails, we have some landscaping that we do. So we're just powering some rails. Ta-da! Hey, all powered. Now is the fun part. Ready for the fun part, guys? The testing. Woohoo! It's so fun. Now, even though this is all set up, it doesn't go quite this quickly, but we will add a little snippet at the end so that you can actually see how it goes. And this is at the point that we're discovering that our town that we're building it to is a little bit in need of some construction. But that's okay. We'll just head out of town before the zombies eat our brains. Welcome to Terminus, they said. So, that is our new little train line system. And that goes in the other direction. Yeah, see? So we've got that there. And then we go over to a little dog. Alright, so that's a couple of additions we added to our dock and our train line and our little boathouse. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, and stay awesome, keep positive, always be kind to each other, and stick around if you want to see the actual regular speed of the way the train system goes, both to and from our newest station. So, catch you guys in the next episode.